Did you hear that comment with Najee Harris?
I did, yeah.
Some in-house rules?
Yeah.
He said it's not about coaching, though.
Like, he's talking about the disciplinary part.
What does that mean?
So think about it like this. You remember, actually, I don't know if we had it on up here, but just in the sense of this, man, when we were talking about had Coach Tomlin lost the locker room, we said it was more so with the younger guys, right? How they would act, how they would, display their energy, whether it was positively or negatively, what they might say commentary wise, right? And we're just like, man, it's getting to the point where it's like, yo, you do got to run this like college. Like, you got to micromanage these dudes. You got to babysit these dudes. And we were like, bro, Coach T ain't on that. These are professionals. You're getting paid millions of dollars. If you can't show up, do your job, study like a professional, act like an adult when you're away from this facility, bro, I don't want you. I got the wrong people. But that's what you deal with in college because these are kids, 18, 19. You like, bro, all right, yeah, you got a ton of success. You got a ton of, spotlight around you, but you're a kid. Your brain isn't developed. You don't even know how to process these feelings. Like, let me help you. I know I'm going to have to work with it. One of the big reasons why a lot of dudes that coach at the pro level don't want to deal with some of that college stuff because it's like, bro, recruiting and these kids, they feelings is just, you can't talk to them the same as you might a professional.
Yeah.
Professional, shut the F up. Go do your job. I'm paying you how much money, bro? I don't care about how you feel. College kids, you can't talk to no college kid like that. He's going to shut down on you. And we even see that with some of the young dudes in this league. They get talked to a little bit and it's like, oh, he had his feelings now. Oh, Lord, he deleted all his social media stuff now. Oh, here we go. Now we're going through the circle again. So I do think that, when you're talking about some of that stuff, man, it has a little bit of an impact, man.
So Najee said it's not coaching, but you're kind of saying it is coaching because the coaching sets the culture.
Think of it like this. It is, but it isn't. What he's saying is this, man. It shouldn't have to be.
No.
But he's saying that, bro, this is what it looks like from his perspective it needs to be because his perspective is what? He came from Nick Saban, college, disciplinarian, right?
And he did almost bring that up. He's like, where I come from, right. And then he stopped short.
So it's like, we get it. That worked. That was how y'all ran it. And those type of players had the right mindset. But let's be real. Alabama players, to me, I equate to veterans in the league because they know how to practice. They know how to study tape. They know how to not get in trouble in the offseason, right? They typically do everything right consistently. And that's one of the reasons why they're consistently at the top, right? With Coach T's team, when he has his vet teams like he's historically had up until lately, that's how he's run them. Because he's like, bro, I don't need to spend a ton of time worrying about rules and discipline and how do you need to handle this and that because that's taken away from my preparation. That's taken away from me watching extra film to let you know, hey, the Bills like to run wheel routes out the backfield with James Cook. Hey, we like to run Tampa 2, but Alandon Roberts. Nah, not Alandon. Miles Jack. When we run Tampa 2, just know it's going to part like the Red Sea. And if that tight end is in the core running up the seam, you got to carry that, man. And it's going to be a heck of a matchup. But if I'm worried about, hey, bro, when we get to this hotel, y'all make sure I stay in the hotel, all right? We got curfew at 10 o'clock. Please be back in your room by 10 o'clock, man, all right? Because if you're not back in your room, now I got to do something. I got to discipline you, okay? So can y'all please back in your room at 10 o'clock? You don't want to do that? Coaches will do that, though. That's college, man. I mean, are you in your room? Let me come walk in the closet. Let me check your door. Look under your bed. It's like, bro, I'm an adult, man. If you can't trust me to be professional on a work trip, this ain't no vacation. It's a work trip. If I can't trust you to do your job in them scenarios, bro, what are we talking about? But that is kind of how I took the whole Najee thing. So it's like, yeah.
Players policing themselves then? Is that what he's pointing to?
To me, yes. But if the players won't do it, he's also saying if they won't do it, then that's when you got to step in. And that's, like I said, how I took the thing. And they do go hand in hand. And like I said, I was here also when Coach Tom and Deke take that approach. It sucks, but he is very much capable of it. But I also feel like whenever you lose the way that this, they lost in the postseason, and now it's final and everything is intensified, any comment like that is going to get amplified. And that's my part. I'm like, bro, where was this 3 weeks ago? So the discipline was fine these past 3 games, right?
Yeah, it wasn't brought up for those 3 games. I will say this with Najee. He has hinted towards stuff going on behind the scenes that no one knows about.
At numerous points throughout the season, but usually after losses. When we went on that 3-game spin.
I think wasn't the one after we won one?
One?
He's like, hey, how's this going to be sustainable or something like that?
Oh man, it might have been early on. I'm talking.
It might have been after the loss.
Yeah,
I can't remember. He said something about I don't know how this winning's sustainable. Yeah, but how we are.
I know you're talking about early on in the season. I do remember that.
I can't remember if it was after a win or a loss, but
you're right. It might have been Baltimore, bro.
Who knows?
Yeah, I knew he's talking about though. But that's one of them things. I'm just kind of like, I get it. I definitely get it. But I'm like, bro, I didn't hear any of this these past couple of games. That's my only thing. So it's like, y'all lost. Everybody's kind of in the heat of the moment. So you say what you think, you feel. And I get that. I'm just saying to myself, it's like, bro, is it as bad as we about to make it sound like? Because if that was the case, why didn't we hear this at any point in time these 3 weeks prior to this one?
Probably not. But maybe it's something for Tomlin to consider for the upcoming
I would agree.
season.
And I think that now that it's the offseason, he's going to get a chance to really sit back and process, okay, what can I do better to prepare my guys? What can I do better to make these dudes their best selves, to make them more intrigued, more motivated, more focused in, to understand the urgency that comes in training camp versus regular season versus December regular season versus playoffs, because those all have different feels in terms of the speed, the intensity, and the stakes. So it's like, man, I think he's going to reassess all of that type of stuff. And yeah, when you have a team that is as young as they are right now, that's one of the things that you've heard me criticize it as well. It's like, all right, maybe this is one of the things that you got to really just go back into the lab on. But I don't feel like it was as crazy as that part of the statement is getting blown out too, because I'm like, bro, we literally did not hear this the week before that, or the week prior to that either, man. But I do remember what you said from earlier in the season.
He has hinted towards
he said
this.
Earlier in the season,
I think maybe that finally the season's over. He just wanted to get that off. It's almost like Pickens, just blaming the refs. I don't got to see you anymore.
Man,
let me just get what I got to say.
You know how the cause and effect goes. The one thing, but it's like with Pickens, he dropped it on the refs. Najee dropped him like, bro, this is gonna come back here. Those are two very different drop off.
Everyone
can
get behind Pickens against the refs. You're just gonna get fined for that one.
Yeah, they're gonna fine you, but yeah, this one is like, all right, Naj, now you about to start a civil war again. Now they about to be over here. I told you he doesn't have discipline. He's not no leader. He's no Bill Cowher. You know how that go.